Hi, my name is Ganita Singh, and today I'm talking about boundaries. This is going to be a 3-part series, and this is the first part. And what we're going to talk about today is this fear of what if I lose people when I set boundaries? This is one of the most common fears I hear. If I set boundaries, I'm going to lose them. And for many of us, that fear isn't just uncomfortable, it feels terrifying. Like it almost kind of feels like grief or death. And why is that? It's because historically, being excluded from our group meant we were really super vulnerable. We are social creatures. We're wired for connection. And in our evolutionary past, being exiled from our community was literally dangerous. There was no one to gather food with, no one to keep a watch over us at night, and no one to protect us from predators. And our nervous system still holds that memory. If I lose connection, I won't survive. But in the present moment, we're not being left in the wilderness. It just feels that way. Today, disconnection shows up as emotional abandonment, which can feel like death to our inner child, to that part of us that once depended on others for survival. So it makes sense that boundaries feel so loaded. You're not crazy or cold or overreacting. You're just human. And setting boundaries can bring up a biological fear of being cast out. But here's a reframe. Boundaries are not about pushing people away. They're about staying in connection without losing yourself. I want to use the metaphor of skin. So skin isn't aggressive. It doesn't cut people off. It simply holds what belongs to you and keeps out what doesn't. It protects your organs, your bloodstream, your nervous system, and that's all its job is. If a thorn pricks your skin, it reacts. It gets inflamed. It tries to push the thorn out in some situations. And if that thorn ends up staying inside your skin and your skin can't get it out, it may build up scar tissue around it, which causes irritation over time. Boundaries work the same way. When something painful gets in, a cruel comment, a violation, a subtle undermining of your worth, your internal system knows it. And if you can't express a boundary, your body and emotions might react through burnout, resentment, anxiety, depression, or even chronic pain. These aren't personality flaws. These are signals from your body. And just like we don't say, wow, your skin is so rude for protecting you, we don't need to say boundaries are mean. Boundaries are neutral. They aren't punishments. They're simply the way we protect our well-being and stay in healthy, reciprocal relationships. When people say boundaries feel selfish, I often ask what happens when you don't set them. Usually the answer is I feel exhausted, I feel bitter, and I feel unseen. So here's the truth. Setting boundaries may be scary. In fact, in a lot of situations, it does feel scary when we haven't done that in the past. But not setting them can be painful, draining, and absolutely unsustainable. Boundaries allow us to stay in relationship with others without losing ourselves in the process. I hope this helps. I'll be coming in with part 2 soon. You have a good day. Bye.